Hello, I'm Peggy O'Neill. I'm the founder of Answering the Call, and welcome to today's Time to Be Together, today's live. And today's live is, as you notice, I always have to look back at the title, Experience the Creator that you are. Experience the Creator that you are. But before we get to that, Answering the Call is our Facebook group where we answer really two kinds of calls. First is that call, there's a sense of longing that something's missing. I'm not quite happy in my life. I don't feel the love and the peace. Just that sense of contentment in my life. And that's the first call. That is our essential self inviting us home, to come home to who we truly are. That's what that longing actually is. And then once we know who we are, and by that I mean know in our experience who we are, not just an intellectual knowing, then, or as we're doing that, they kind of go hand in hand, but as we're doing that, then we also feel a call to know and to express, what am I uniquely here to express? So that's what we're doing here. Welcome to today's session. In fact, today's session is directly related to that. Be the creator that you are, to experience and be the creator that you are. And before we get started though, if you're here in person, please say hi. Love knowing you're here. I'll say hi back in the comments. And if you are watching this on replay, please put in hashtag replay. If you have any questions or comments, either now or on the replay, please let me know and I will answer them and respond. So today we're going to talk about being inspired to live your life free of programmed beliefs and constraints. Be more able to relax your need to protect yourself and your need for control. And open yourself to the wisdom and intelligence of the universe so that you can fully express your essence and the creator that you are. We are all creators. We are one with the universe. We're one with the universe. We're one with all creation. Who we are is creation. We're expressing. Whether it's in a hallway having a conversation, whether it's cooking dinner, writing an email, having particular ideas, playing a game with somebody. All of those are creative experiences. Everything we do is a creative experience. So we can see that, yeah, who I always am is a creator. And on top of that, I'm connected. I am not even connected to, I am the ultimate creator because we're each unique expressions of this one being. So being inspired to live your life free of the program beliefs and constraints starts with that. Starts with knowing, yes, I am a creator. And yes, there is something that I am uniquely here to express. Sometimes doing gets in the way, like, is it something I'm to do? Is it something I'm to, a job or a career? That could be it, but it may not be that. It may be your unique way to lead a meeting, to lead an organization, to be a parent, to be a good friend. And so knowing that, and or it could be create a work of art, come up with a new form of art. And so we don't really know until we allow ourselves to know who we are and open up that expressing. So that's why we're talking about this today, because we really want to be here to create our unique expression. If you don't do it in this lifetime, it'll never get done. And again, done or be, it's to express. It's often called gifts. Sometimes we don't know what those gifts are, but that's part of it, is discovering what are those gifts. And it may, again, not be in the normal way that we think of those things. That's part of the brilliance of creating in the creative process, is there are 8 billion of us on the planet. There are 8 billion ways to express everything all day long, besides our unique expression that of some sort of gifts, contributions, something that each of us is here to know and to do. So that's another reason to be inspired. I want to know what I am here to bring. I want to do that. And we'll feel that longing, frankly, until we answer. Why? Because consciousness is trying to express through us that unique expression. So it'll keep knocking on the door. It's going to keep hanging around until we answer the door. And it's the programmed beliefs and constraints that hold us back. We're supposed to be good little boys and girls. We're supposed to follow the cultural conditioning of how to make money, how to be a parent, how to do all these different things, how to live in the world, what is success, all these cultural definitions. Nothing wrong with any of them, but as long as we live with that as our focus, what society expects, then that's what's going to keep getting mirrored back to us. We talked a lot about this last weekend in the praxis, that we live in a mirroring environment, which is we're checking in with the environment, in our relationships, the culture, even at the grocery store. We're checking in with how am I doing? How am I reflecting that environment? Or how's that environment reflecting me? We've been conditioned to be in life that way. So we stay within this construct of a reflection, the universe reflecting me, I'm reflecting the universe. And so it keeps us in this narrow mirroring path. And what we want to do is we want to break free of that. And that narrow path is confined by these beliefs and who we're supposed to be, how we're supposed to act, what's good, what's bad, right or wrong. We really want to let go of all of that. I mean, it can take some time to not pay attention to it, but that's our thinking. Anytime your thinking is telling you should or shouldn't do this, you better do this, you have to do this, any of that self-referencing about who you're supposed to be, you know that those are beliefs. They're trying to keep you constrained, to fit in. Yes, we want to belong, so this has nothing to do with not belonging. In fact, once we belong to ourselves, we know ourselves, we're freed up to be ourselves, then we're going to actually feel more like we belong, because we'll know internally that we belong, because now we're centered in who we are. So that's just a natural sense of belonging. And then as we express ourselves fully and freely, a lot of people will like being around us more. Why? Because we're more free, we're more alive, we're more enjoyable, we're going to be more grateful and enjoy life more, because that's how we're living. We're now expressing ourselves instead of feeling constrained and limited. And how do we be more open and more able to relax our need to protect ourselves and our need for control? Well, part of it is knowing what I'm talking about right now. Oh, that's why I control myself. That's why I protect myself. So think about it. We're born into this world, this universe. Pretty early on, we're told a lot. Oh, there's Peggy and there's Pat, that's my sister, and these are our parents, and there's a tree, and there's a bird, and there's a plane, and all of that. And so at some point it clicks within the first 18 months. Oh, I must be a separate thing, a separate being. Inaccurate, but that's what comes to us, and that's how most of us live. That's what most of us believe. Well, think about it. If you're this little being, 18 months or less, in this huge world, and we think we're separate, what are we naturally going to do? We're going to constrain ourselves. We're going to protect ourselves. I'm this limited, small, finite being in this world. I'm going to protect myself. And as that starts, and we start wanting to control everything, control our bodies, control ourselves, try to control the world around us, that becomes our focus. That's how we live. So how do we relax that? Well, first is knowing this. Also knowing what I talked about that narrow mirror. And then in that, to allow ourselves to expand past that. To know, oh, because they'll feel uncomfortable when we're kind of at the edges of that mirror of how we're supposed to be doing things. But now to know it in this new way, then we can start relaxing and realize, oh, I'm just coming up against these beliefs about how far I can go, how I can live. And to allow yourself to expand. We're going to do an exercise in a minute which will help with that. But to allow yourself to go past that. This is not feel the fear and do it anyway. I've never believed that as a good strategy. No. Because if we feel the fear and do it anyway, at some point we might break. So, I mean, it can be too overwhelming, too stressful. No, not talking about that. What I am talking about is noticing where it starts feeling uncomfortable, and instead of thinking there's something wrong because it's uncomfortable, no, that's just telling me, the edges of what I believe and the constraints I've been living in. And so we have a different relationship with those feelings and start expanding past them. And as we do all that, then we begin to open ourselves to the wisdom and intelligence of the universe so that we can fully express our essence and the creator that we are. Because the universe is wisdom. The universe is intelligence. You are the universe. Means you are wisdom. You are the intelligence of the universe. So we begin to open to that, partly just through this understanding, these insights, these knowings that that's who I am and that's what's possible. And so we open to that wisdom and intelligence. And because if we're not open to that, then it's like consciousness is trying to express through this portal that we are, or this opening in the universe that the universe is trying to express through us. As long as we have limiting beliefs about who we are and what we can and can't do, who we can and can't be, it's like a filter, and the universe is trying to express fully through us. But if it's a tight filter with very tight, tiny spaces in all the beliefs and everything, not much is going to get through. But we want to open these beliefs, relax these beliefs so that it's like gushing through us, and we have that experience of life gushing through us, being the flow, living freely in our lives. Can you imagine? That's the kind of world that's possible. That's the kind of work and world we're creating here. All right, so now let's do something. Well, I'm going to see if we have any questions or comments before I go on here. Okay, none. All right. So how do we do that? So what I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. If you're uncomfortable closing your eyes, then if you'd relax the muscles around your eyes and look out 6 to 8 feet in front of you. Just allow yourself to relax. You can tell yourself to relax your attention. Relax your attention. Relax your attention. As best you can, stop focusing that, and that allows you to stop focusing on thoughts and feelings when you say to yourself, relax my attention, or relax attention. Just relax your attention. And now, imagine that all of your senses, sight, hearing, tasting, touching, smelling, that all of that is expanding out into the universe in all directions. If you want to, you can think of it like golden tendrils expanding out past your body throughout the universe. Expand 20 feet out. If it feels a little uncomfortable, then just notice that that's the natural constraints of our human experience trying to stop you. Well, it's not trying to do that. That's what naturally happens. We feel uncomfortable expanding ourselves beyond maybe a few inches around our bodies, but expand your senses out, say 20 feet in all directions from your body. That means above, below, front, back, sides. And if the golden tendrils idea isn't working for you, then just imagine your being extending 20 feet out, your attention 20 feet out. Pick one or the other. Maybe your attention expanding 20 feet out, or the tendrils. Now expand a mile out in all directions, your attention. or the tingles, your senses. Now as far out as you can. Now allow yourself to experience that what you're expanding into is who you are, the wisdom and intelligence of the universe. Notice the expansion of your being, the intelligence, creativity, and wisdom of the universe, out in all directions. And as you're expanding out and experiencing this, remind yourself to open to the wisdom and intelligence of the universe, which means ideas can come to you, concepts can come to you. Maybe some are coming to you right now. You can ask the universe, also yourself. You can ask the universe, what ideas, what concepts are available to me or that want to come to me. Don't try to find an answer. Don't try to force an answer. But an answer may come later today, tomorrow, next week. And the answer can come to you in many ways. It can come in a conversation where some word or phrase clicks. It can come to you when you open a book and the sentence just stands out from the page. It can come when you're taking a shower and some idea comes out of the blue. I had one this morning. I'm going to share it with you soon. Not today, though. I wasn't even asking a question, but since I stay in this experience and I'm always listening in this way, in the world in this way, then these ideas just start coming. Can come to you, can feel like a whisper. It's rarely sentences or words, but just something comes and then our mind interprets it. Our mind interprets it in a way that we go, oh, that's the idea. So again, open yourself to the wisdom, creativity, and intelligence of the universe. You're opening yourself to you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. You can do this as often as you want. Do it throughout the day. Every time it comes to you to do this, do this. Keep expanding your experience of who you are. All of us, whether we know it directly or not, want your unique expression. It takes all of us to live our unique expression, to create the world that in our heart we know is possible for ourselves and for everyone. The love, the peace, the harmony, the fulfillment, the joy, the deep contentment, belonging, meaning, and purpose. A lot of words there, but that's what most people are looking for, all of those, and they're right here in what you just did. Knowing who you are and allowing yourself to experience who you are. Not paying attention to any thoughts that hold you back. So do we have any questions or comments? Hey Jay! It's good to see you here. Thank you for being here. And with that, that'll end the body of this. But I do want to remind you that next Thursday, there will be a Facebook Live next week as well. But earlier in the day, there's a workshop that if you've noticed, I've changed the name a couple of times, but the title basically is it's based on this, that when we don't know who we truly are, then that holds us back. We can't have what we want in life. So we're going to explore first five illusions that hold us back, and then 5 insights that can free us to live the lives that, again, in our hearts we know is possible. So it's a very powerful workshop, a bit challenging, I'll admit, but it's a very powerful workshop because there are 5 key critical illusions and insights that if we want to live the life that I've been talking about today, the creator that we are, the wisdom, the intelligence, the expansive being that we are, these are critical. There's no way around them, frankly, because it's all these misunderstandings that keep us from living the lives that we want. So it's an opportunity to discover what those blocks are holding us back, which are the illusions, and then insights that free us. So I hope you'll join us. It's from 11 to 12:30 next Thursday Central Time. So if you want to attend, just either send me a DM, email me at Peggy@Peggy-O'Neil.com, Peggy@Peggy-O'Neil.com, or just put in the comments WS work. I don't know, that's workshop, and I will send you a Zoom link, and no recordings. So we're free to have all kinds of conversations that won't be on recordings. So anyway, I hope you'll join us next Thursday, 11 to 12:30 for the workshop, and then let's see, what time is and the Facebook Live will be at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock next Thursday Central. All right. Have a great week. Have a great time expanding yourself, knowing yourself, letting the universe really inform what's possible in your life. It's an awesome experience. So keep playing with it. Let me know how it's going for you, and see you next week. Bye.